Let's see what you need to know. We have reflecting, and then we have child services, kids at risk of being taken or is about to, reporting something, neglect, abuse. Someone could be reflecting or thinking back on their childhood, especially if they had like a toxic childhood where they dealt with like neglect or like abuse or something. This could either be a parent figure that was like neglectful or abusive, or this could be the child that dealt with it that's like reflecting and thinking back on the situation. So I guess like if you're the child that experienced this, since this is what you need to know, then your parent is the person that's reflecting and thinking back on how they treated you or raised you, especially if you can resonate with being someone who was like neglected or abused, and if you resonate with being someone who is like more so the parent, then you could have a child that is reflecting on that, possibly. I think that wanted to come up, I'm not sure. But yeah. If you're the child, then no, if you're the parent, then your child could be reflecting on how they felt as though you neglected them or abused them. You know, you or a different person or parent. You know it's you if it's you. If you abuse your child, then yeah, they're thinking about how you abused them. They're reflecting on it, and they're healing on it. If you're the person that was abused, then your parent is reflecting and thinking about it, or the person that neglected or abused you as a kid is reflecting on it. Okay. What I'm getting is that while this person, while this person that harmed or abused this child is kind of stuck in the past, thinking about, what they did. I get that this person is possibly going through karma, because let's say you could have detached from this person, so they're stuck thinking about how they treated you, or how they were treated, or no, they're stuck looking at how they treated this child, while this child is too busy winning. They're focused on winning, and they're not really focused on this abuser. So, and this could have been like I'm gonna call them an abuser. The abuser is represented as the person that abused the child. Okay, so the abuser is sitting around thinking about what they did in the past, but it's because I'm getting the person that the child that they abused is winning. They're being successful, and they cut them off. And this could be someone who is in denial about what they did, like kind of like making crap up, like just gaslighting, not taking accountability. This would be like a gaslighter, but now they're stuck in their own energy. We have stalker, stalking, watching, obsessed. Yeah, this could be someone who is basically stalking. Well, this abuser is stalking this person that they abuse. They're obsessed with them, and they're watching them because they're just watching them win, and they feel like that's their karma. But you have uninterested, because this person's uninterested in having them in their life. So all they could do is watch. We have girl fight, arguments, physical fight at work, competing. So this could be, let's say, like if it was like a toxic, abusive mother figure. This mother figure was in competition with this child. They were like competing with this child, even though it was a child. There could have been like a whole bunch of arguments in this household, verbal abuse, physical abuse, an actual physical fight. This parent made it feel like this child was at war in this household, even though the child should never dealt with that. And now they're surprised because this child is uninterested in having a life with this person. So now they're stuck stalking and watching and obsessed with this child, because this child's becoming, they're not a child anymore, but I'm just keep calling them a child, because this child is ignoring them. They feel like they're ignored, and they're just kind of forgotten, because this child's focused on hustling, making it rain, focused on money and getting it. So it's like, they're not going to let this person get in the way of their success, and this abuser feels kind of cut off. I'm getting narcissist. This could be a narcissistic parent. We have threatening, intimidating, threaten, bother. This was a parent or abuser that kind of had to tear this child down because they felt threatened by them. They felt intimidated by them. They didn't want them to do better than they were, so they tried to tear them down. However, this child is doing better than this parent, and on top of that, they cut this parent off, or this abuser off, and they're bothered by this. Yeah, so now they're stuck in their own energy, reflecting on what they did. Because they don't get how you're just easily able to dust it off. Well, I get that they want you to dust it off. They want you to kind of like dust off everything that they did to you, because in their head they're seeing it as like, oh, you know, they just want to find excuses for it, you know, for how they acted. Carless, no car, repo car issues. This person could be going through car issues. That could be their karma. Well, part of their karma, dealing with car issues, chronic car issues. Their car can be repossessed. And then for you, you got jackpot, winning money, got rich, inheritance, unexpected money. Their karma is watching you basically become successful and get a whole bunch of money, possibly get an inheritance. And their karma is you moving in silence. I'm not knowing your next moves. So we also got no facts or whatever. So basically them not being able to, let's say, gossip about you, talk about you, know what's going on in your life because you cut this person off, because you're moving in silence, so they don't have the inside scoop. We also got played out. This is someone who's like washed up. They're played out. They're not who they used to be in the past. They're like, if this is someone who's obsessed with attention, this is someone who's getting less attention. We have digging dirt, looking for dirt on you, or vice versa. This person could be looking for dirt on you, or looking for negative information on you, like kind of maybe calling family members to see if like things are going bad for you, you know, kind of hoping that things don't work out for you, hoping that they aren't working out for you. What I'm getting is that things are going well for you. So, but people are digging dirt on this person as well. They're in fear of it. Their karma is people finding out what they were doing to you or what happened. And then we have fake flexing, acts rich, flosses money, acts fancy, shows off, etc. This is someone who's like, who basically is, they like how, what's the word? They could be being caught out for being fake, like being, for fake flexing, for kind of being all talk type thing. Like, you know, if they pretend to have more than what they have, people are going to realize that they don't have that much, you know. This person could be stalking you from like social media. They possibly want to spy on you via Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, or you could have had this person on those accounts. This person's they're going through bankruptcy. That could be part of their karma too. And this person's looking you up to get more information. Then we have married for money. Possibly their karma is ending up with someone who only wants them for their finances, or that could possibly drain them for their finances. Yeah, we have inside scoop. This person's heavily trying to get the information on you. Every day they're trying to do research on you to figure out what you have going on.